Hello, it is Marcothon day. Gosh, is today the 14th? Is that right? Are we on the 14th day of the month? I'm sorry for the light in the background. I feel like I should turn that off. Marcothon day 14. I believe that is correct. I'm going to double check because, yeah, 14. Okay. So I am in my kitchen. I just got back from my run. I am in the craziest get up. I am layered up because today it was pouring and it's cold. So today was one of those days. I'm gonna start taking layers off while I'm talking to you. Very soggy. Everything is just going directly into the washer and dryer. Very soggy hat. Today was one of the days of Marcothon that I dread. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm a mess. This is like, and everything's probably that can't go into the washer is gonna go into a puddle. I hate this part of Marcothon, right? This is the part of Marcothon where we're in December, right? I'm gonna talk to you while I get out of these icky clothes. I'm not gonna get naked or anything, but I'm gonna get this off. And these icky days, they're cold, they are wet, they are just a real struggle to actually get out, right? And I was raring to go, but yesterday was my long run day, and I had kind of set a little bit of a goal for myself today to run. Gosh, I wanted to run 6 miles today. And before I tell you whether or not I did that on Marcothon day 14, let me just walk you through mindset today. So in mindset of Marcothon, minimum 3.25. That's my personal minimum. Remember, I'm trying to layer on top of that like a normal training schedule, and a normal training schedule for today, provided that I had done my long run on Saturday and not Sunday, and I did my long run on Sunday, today would have been like a 6 mile or 4 to 6 miles, somewhere in there. So I got out, it was cold. My belly kind of is crampy and hurts, but other than that, my body feels okay. I just am sluggish and tired, given that I ran 9 miles yesterday. And given that it was cold, and that affects my mindset and my mood. Now, mind you, my body is for the most part doing okay today. I rested up, I fueled yesterday, I got an extra yoga session in last night to really stretch out my legs and my hamstrings. I might have thrown in a little bit of core work because I think that core is super important right now for stabilizing. I did some back care stuff because I get sacroiliac stuff, especially when I add on extra mileage, and I really want to be proactive about that. So I'm adding on. I was adding on yesterday. My mindset before this morning was like, I'm gung-ho, I'm gonna run 6 miles. So I got out there, and I'll tell you what, first mile and a half, I'm like, this blows. I'm gonna do the minimum. And then I went a different route. I was planning on doing a different route than I normally do today because you have to switch it up for mindset reasons. Seeing different scenery, changing up the route some days, that for me is really important. So I started going towards a different route by a bike shop that I like, Cycles d'Oro, and I passed the skate park, and it's raining, and this route is along a creek. So I'm running along the creek, and I don't even get to the underpass that I normally go under, and it is just totally flooded, and I realize that I'm gonna need to run in like ankle deep water, and I'm like, no way, I'm not doing that. So I run instead through this baseball field and up through a neighborhood and kind of back the way I came, and at this point I'm hitting close to 3 miles, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna hit my 6 miles. My body feels okay. It's just my mind, and it's just this weather, and I didn't want to keep going, but I did. I did the 6 miles. It was cold. I'm hungry. Did I mention it was cold? I mean, I still can't, like, I don't feel my cheeks the way I should right now. I'm standing here in probably really wet clothes. I'm gonna take off this layer. But yeah, today was not a fun day. This is the part of Marcothon that just stinks. This is why it's called commitment. You don't want to do it and you do it anyway. The thing that got me through what I was doing today is I just took it one step and 1 mile at a time after the minimum. I kept checking in with myself. How do I feel? Is it my body or is it my mind? If it was my body, I would have stopped in a heartbeat. I do not, like I've said this before, don't want to do any damage in this. I want it to be a healthy thing for my body, and it felt okay to keep going, so I did. So I did 6 miles, and I didn't even look at the time. I mean, I took a picture of it, but I'm not exactly sure what that time was, so I'm probably up to 66.7 miles for the first 14 days of Marcothon. I am really proud of that. And there's a couple things that I want to talk about. So you might be hearing that number and you might be thinking, wow, like that's a big number. Just keep in mind that it's not my first rodeo. It's not my first Marcothon. It's not my first time running. However, this is my first time with this kind of mileage under my belt. So wherever you are in your personal journey is exactly where you need to be. And you know, just knowing that I get on and talk to all of you and share this journey, it really helps me. So I appreciate everyone who's been watching and listening in. And you know, I actually have created a habit building booster that's going to start in January 4th. It's going to be a 68-day habit building booster. And I'm going to get on every day on Zoom at 9 o'clock. And I am going to share the steps to set an intentional goal with a strong why that will keep you going even when it's hard. I'll walk you through a plan of action to keep that in. There'll be a Mighty Network group so that you can post each day what you accomplished. Everyone's goal, whatever habit you're trying to build and create, is going to be different in this, but whatever it is. So I'm going to actually be working on a book next year, and my goal is going to be to write 15 minutes a day. So after I give you a tip and trick and inspiration and fodder to keep going and a call to action each day, I'm going to internalize that myself, and I'm going to go do my call to action. So I'll be doing my habit building right along with you. So the University of London College did a study, and they determined that it takes about 66 days to build a habit. So I'm adding on 2 more days just for good measure, and it's $67. There is a link to it in today's vlog post. So if there's something that you want my help with to keep you accountable to, moving towards, executing, we're going to do that together. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. But, you know, the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap things up is I want to talk about the fact that I so often still don't think of myself as a runner. I know that's thinking that that's a mindset I need to switch. I don't know if that helps me or hurts me, but I mean, I just kind of think I'm a hobbyist. I'm not a runner. That's not true. I know that because I run, that's what makes me a runner. So that's the same for you. You know, if you're writing, you're a writer. Just because I'm not a race-winning runner, just because I don't have, you know, I've got a friend who is so fast, and she's like my running hero, and I love what she's doing and what she's up to as a runner. And you know, I'm like, that's a runner. I'm not a runner, but that's not true. I run, therefore I'm a runner. Okay, so even though today is day 14 of Marcothon, 14, 15, 16. It's my streak day 16. I've run every day for the last 16 days straight, which means that for the last 16 days, I have over probably 70 miles in my belt. Like, that makes me a runner. Doesn't matter how fast you're going, how slow you're going. you know, if you write, you're a writer. If you run, you're a runner. If you are, if you're building a business, you're an entrepreneur. So yeah, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to own who and what we are. And it helps if we do that in community. So join the Habit Building Booster. I'd love to see you there in January. Check out the link in my bio. There's some fun bonuses for joining us. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I am sending you so much love from me to you.